Hi, it's Sam here, and today I'm going to show you a full back routine. So I'm going to take you through my routine today that covers every part of the back musculature. So there's going to be some barbell rows, there's going to be pull downs, there's going to be diagonal pulls, cable rows. We're going to get the back from every angle. Stay through it and you'll see all those different exercises that give full coverage for my back in this hard workout back in Zone Gym today, my favourite. So I'm going to get warmed up and let's get on with it. So I'm starting with a barbell row today, and what I like to do with the bigger muscle groups is alternate between which area of the muscle group or which muscles within that body part I start on to keep the balance in it. So in the way that on the leg day I'd sometimes train hamstrings predominantly, or earlier on in the workout sometimes quads with the back. I tend to alternate between starting with the pull down or starting with the row to maintain a balance between like width and thickness and where I'm concentrating on with the back. So last time I started on a pull down, so today I'm starting on a row. I've got 140 kilos on here, which should be okay. It's normally what I start with. I'm going to get on with it for set one. But back training, always with the wrist wraps, can lift more, assisting the grip there. So I'm just getting those fastened on. Right, here we go. And that felt absolutely fine, so I'm going to go ahead and put another 10 on each side. So we've got 160 now. I love training back hard. I've always thought that training back, and especially the width of it, is really what creates the telltale shape of the bodybuilder. So never get my breath back. Never neglected back, and today will be no exception. So set two, I'll get fastened up and do this properly. Okay, here we go with set three on the barbell rows. I'll show you a slightly different angle. Not quite then. I'll take it down a bit for the last set and make it a drop set. That's often a little technique or rule that I have for myself, that if I'm gonna drop the weight a little bit than what I intended, I do something else instead to compensate, to keep it hard. So either some force reps or a drop set on that lighter, usually final set. So I put it down to 120, and then I see myself dropping it down to just 60 in the second part of this last set. It's a little drop set technique, but I'm working hard here, and as you can tell, It's making me very out of breath. Nah. Nope. Oh, it's my lower back that's laying me down there. It's time to move on to the next exercise. I tried my hardest. Right, next, as I said, I'm going to be hitting the pull downs. So this is more for the lats than the rowing, which is more for the mid back, the teres, the trapezius. So I couldn't tell you how much I'm lifting here because I don't know what the notches correspond to in pounds or kilos, but it's a very heavy stack and it's notch number 9, which is not even halfway down. But if you're serious, you need to train in a serious gym that's got all heavier stuff than you've even got to yet. And it keeps challenging you, pushing you forwards, and if you're already strong, you're not going to find that it's all too light for you. But on a lot of this stuff, that's not me yet, so I'm going to keep working. Okay, I can do a couple more than that. Let's take it to number 11. When I'm not so heavy, I weighed myself at 292 pounds the other day, and if I don't look that big, it's because I'm 6'3", but 292 a couple of days ago, and that's why I'm not on the pull-ups at the minute. And when I'm out of breath as well. So give me a rest and I'll be back for set 2. So I found a better angle to film it from, and putting the camera all over the place when I'm training late at night like this, it's not disturbing everyone, so it's ideal. Right, set 2, I'm going to really go for it here. And my last one on lat pull downs. I've taken it down a peg again. I'll try and get some actual quality reps on this last set. I'll put some partials at the end of it to make up for that. I'm now going to give it a blast on the high row. So this is the hammer strength machine that pulls at like a diagonal angle, and I find it really good for the teres. You can sort of really feel it above your lats, really kind of in the lower trapezius as well. I think it's a really good angle to include. So I've got 4 plates on each side, but it's really not that much. I mean, it's 160 kilos, but with the physics of leverage that you get from the machine, it really doesn't feel that heavy. So if you train back and you don't use this one, and you're already good at pull-ups or pull-downs or rows, get your wrist straps on, get locked in properly, and probably put another 20 on each side than what you've tried before, because it's not what it looks like. Okay. Sometimes I even start with this machine, it's that good. Anyway, let's change angles for set 2. So this one, with the arms of it being a little bit lower down than any kind of pull down machine, I find it's easiest to get in the seat and your knees locked in before you put the wrist straps and hands around the grip. Here we go. Okay, set 3. I'm just having fun now. I love training. It's always the highlight of my day. I'm going to make the most of it on every set. Come on then. A breather and one more. Now I'm sticking with this weight because I'm still getting 12 reps or so. Last one, here we go. That's definitely what we're getting on that. And that's the heavy stuff done. Moving on. So for my next exercise, I'm going to do the Cybex dual axis row and rear delt machine. So it's a row that's very similar to a cable row. So where I've said before that I hit every angle by doing all different exercises, I won't use exercises that duplicate the same angle. So it'd either be this or a cable row, or it would be pull-ups or a lat pull down, or it would be barbell row, or a abs supported barbell row, or T-bar row. That they'd be roughly equivalent to the same sort of area of the muscle group. So to mix it up, I'm doing this one today, and the last time I was using it, I was on the full stack, so why not today? Oh, that was good. But I told a little lie. It's one of those stacks of those little diddy ones here that go over the pin. So I didn't have those on, so they're going on for set 2. So I like training high volume, right? But for me, it only becomes what they call junk volume if you're just doing exercises that are too easy and you're not working your hardest because you've just got into this endurance flow while you're in the gym. Or it's junk volume if you're duplicating exercises that are practically identical. So I train high volume, but I go intense with it. I work hard. I don't duplicate shit that's practically the same. But from workout to workout, I change which exercise I use that are roughly equivalent, just to keep it interesting for me after training all these years, and to demonstrate more different exercises to you. So there is a method to my madness. I can get 10 again on here. Why not? It's just a little row. It's not as hard as what I was doing earlier, but it's all this machine's got. Well, I did that, but that was really sloppy, I got to admit. So we'll take it down a touch for set 3. I cannot claim that I was getting really full range of motion on those, so little break and then set 3. Here we go. Last one. I just want my back to be enormous, really. That's what I want. Okay, I'm moving on to straight arm pull downs now, because I haven't had anything in that kind of pull over arcing motion in those exercises. So set 1. You know what, I'm going to try and make this a little more difficult by only having 20 or 30 seconds rest between each set. Just feel like doing something a little bit different with this and getting through the workout. Just a different angle. Promise I didn't take more than half a minute rest. Oh, that is good. This is going to be the last exercise of the day. I had wanted to do hyperextensions, but with how my lower back was going in that barbell row, I'm not going to get much out of it. Okay, last set of the day. That is proper tiring, but I think I worked my back pretty hard. I think that is suitable. It's one of my favourites to train, but they're all my favourites to train. And that's it from me. As usual, I'm taking a few moments to just calm down, get my breath back, reflect on the workout. I think that I'm overeating so much is leading to the backaches and doing the barbell rows there, which took this exercise I'd intended out of the routine. But apart from that, I'm very happy with that. That's another good one, another good lift. Especially happy with the machine rows on the Cybex there. And yeah, another good workout in the books. But as much as these ones are becoming more popular, the in-gym, like action ones, I want to keep a balance between all the things that matter. So I'm going to be covering more studies. I'm going to be covering more nutrition, even though they don't get quite as many views. I want this to be the whole lot in the YouTube. So there will be those kind of interspersed with the workouts. But if you've got a question on any of it, either DM me on Insta, it's the same handle, @PhysiquePhilosopher, or pop them in the comments of the video. I'll pick them up in my Q&As, of which there are several yet to put out there. I'm looking forward to releasing those as well. So if you want to see all of that, covering everything, all of your questions, make sure to subscribe and check out the next videos coming up if you missed them. Cheers.